Good morning, children. Sai Ram. How are you all? Okay, so today we are going to see our value education class. I hope all of you have seen the first video, that is prayer. Right, children? So this is your second chapter in your value education, and it is about an elephant. So the name of elephant is Chubby. So let's see what happens here in this story. Chubby was a baby elephant. He was 2 years old and was a darling of his parents. He was pampered very much by them. This made him a brat. So what happened? Chubby was a baby elephant. So can you see Chubby here? This is Chubby. So he was 2 years old and he was pampered very much by his parents. So what happens usually when you pamper your kids? Yeah, they become a little mischievous, right? So here also this Chubby become a brat. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Chubby used to trouble the other animals of the jungle for fun. He used to chase other small animals and they got trampled under his heavy feet. So what he used to do? He will trouble the small animals. It is like rabbit and everything. He will trouble. He will chase them and make them fall to his feet. The jungle was ruled by a lion and a lioness. The jungle was ruled by a lion and a lioness who were the king and the queen. Okay, so here as we saw, always the king is ruling the country. So in a jungle, the lion is a king and the lioness is a queen here. One day, the lioness is telling, "Come on cubs, today I will teach you how to hunt." So what is the lioness telling? It's going to teach its cubs, that is its younger ones, to hunt. While they were learning, Chubby ran towards them in a mad rush. Thank God we moved at the right time. We escaped death or else we would be trampled, said the cubs. The lion arranged a meeting with the jungle folks. Even Chubby's parents were invited. "Chubby is going out of control," complains the lioness. "This madness has to be stopped. A lesson must be taught to Chubby. Can anyone suggest a plan?" is saying the lioness. So let me tell you the story in brief. There was a baby elephant called Chubby. Okay, so this Chubby, can you see? This is the Chubby, right? So it is a 2-year-old cub and it is being pampered by its parents. So what happens? He became mischievous. He is troubling all the animals around the jungle. And finally, the lioness, it is planning to teach Chubby a lesson. So let's see what happened. Mahir the monkey said, "I have a plan. Kindly permit me to do." And the lion and the lioness are agreeing to the monkey's plan. So now all the animals are agreeing to the monkey's plan. The next day what happens is, Mahir sat on a banyan tree. After some time, Chubby, that is the baby elephant, came there dancing, whistling and singing. So when the monkey is sitting on the tree, so it is teasing the Chubby, that is the elephant. It is calling it as fatty, fatty, fatty. "Where are you going with the fat body?" asked Mahir. So here, you monkey, how dare you call me fat? Just wait till I get my hands over you. So the chubby, that is the elephant, is getting angry over the monkey for calling as fatty. So now let's see what's happened. He tried to reach the banyan tree. The moment Chubby's trunk reached Mahir, jumped off to a higher branch. This made Chubby very angry. In anger, he pulled the branch on which Mahir was sitting earlier. On that branch, there was a huge beehive, which he did not notice. The bees attacked Chubby and stung him all over. All the jungle folks arrived and helped him. Now, the lioness is saying that, "Did you see, son? It feels to be troubled. This is how smaller animals feel when you trouble them." He could not bear the pain. He began to cry aloud and fell with a thud on the ground. The bees went away. Now Chubby is promising to the lioness that he will not trouble anyone. Chubby truly changed. So instead of trampling animals, he took them for a joyride. Thus, he became a darling of the entire jungle folk because of his good behavior. So from this lesson, what did you understand, children? Okay. So from this lesson, we understood that when Chubby was mischievous, all the animals hated Chubby, right? So when he became friendly, all the animals liked Chubby very much. So like that, you should also be friendly with everybody around you. And then you will also become like Chubby, like how all the people in the jungle liked him. All the people will like you also, children. Okay, so the moral of this story is, one must not trouble others. The hand that punishes embraces you lovingly to make you a perfect child. So here you have the answer, the question and answers. Now you can do it by yourself, children. Okay, and in value education exam, always you will be having only multiple choice questions. So there is no need to learn all these question and answers. Instead, read the lesson thoroughly for your understanding. Only the questions like one words will be given and all the answers will become like multiple choice question. Choose the correct answer. Okay, so now let's move on to the next lesson, Raksha Bandhan. So how many of you know about Raksha Bandhan? So it is a festival that is being celebrated in the month of August and September. Okay, it is literally the bonding between brothers and sisters. Yes, how many of you celebrate Raksha Bandhan? Okay, so in North India, most people celebrate. Nowadays, even in South India, we are celebrating Raksha Bandhan. So let us see about the story behind how Raksha Bandhan has been evolved. Okay, so Raksha Bandhan is a Hindu festival that is celebrated on the full moon day of Shravana in the month of August-September. The word Raksha literally means protection. The word Raksha literally means protection. Once upon a time, King Mahabali ruled the kingdom of Kerala. He was a very good king. He was brave and generous. He always stood by his words. He was also a great devotee of Mahavishnu. he was also a great devotee of Mahavishnu. Once Lord Mahavishnu wanted to test the king's generosity. So he disguised himself as a dwarf Brahmin, Vamana, and approached King Bali. So this is about the story of King Mahabali. Okay. So King Mahabali ruled the kingdom of Kerala. So he was brave and generous king. What is the meaning of generous, children? Yes. So giving whatever the other person needs in abundance. So you are going to give more things to those people who are in need. So that is generous. Right? So once Mahavishnu, that is Lord, wanted to test the king's generosity, and he disguised as a dwarf Brahmin, Vamana, and approached King Bali. The doorkeeper entered the darbar. "O Lord, a Brahmin has come to take alms from you. Please let him in," said Mahabali. "O honorable one, what can I offer you?" is Mahabali's question. So Lord Vamana is replying, "I just want a measure of land that my 3 steps can cover." King Mahabali was amused. How much he can measure with his small feet? So children, did you understand what is happening here? Now Mahavishnu is testing the King Mahabali's generosity. So he is disguising, that is, he is come in another person's form like a Brahmin, and he is asking for alms, that is, he is asking for 3 steps of land that his feet can cover. King Mahabali was amused. He was shocked. Like, his feet is very small, and how much land he will need for 3 steps, and what he is going to do with that land. So he was confused. Mahabali said, "O honorable one, measure 3 steps of land and take it." So what is the king doing? You can do as you wish. You can take 3 steps of land and you can take it as yours. Suddenly what happened? The dwarf Brahmin, that is a small Brahmin, had grown up. So he became very big. Yes, can you see this picture? He became very big. He measured the entire heaven in 1 step. So his legs became so big that he measured the entire heaven in 1 step and the entire earth in another step. Then he asked King Bali, "Where shall I keep my food for the 3rd measure?" And Mahabali was totally confused because there was no place in the world to keep his feet. So now Mahabali understood that the Brahmin was Lord Mahavishnu himself. And now he is telling, "O Lord, keep your lotus feet on my head and measure the 3rd step." As soon as Lord's feet touched the head of King Bali, he reached Patala. Lord Vishnu was pleased by Bali's act. He said, "I am pleased with your act, my child. Ask for a boon and it shall be granted." "O Lord, please stay in front of me all day and night." Mahavishnu saying, "Yes, be it so." Then when Bali became the king of Patala, Lord Vishnu became his doorman. In Vaikunta, Lord Vishnu was missing goddess Lakshmi. His consort did not know what to do. So once when the 3rd feet had no land, the King Mahabali is suggesting that you can keep your leg in my head and take the land that is there. Mahavishnu was totally pleased by Bali's act and is giving him a boon. What is boon? Giving him a wish. You can ask anything you want. So what did Bali ask for? King. So he is asking Lord Vishnu that he wanted to see the Lord Mahavishnu day and night. So what happens? Mahavishnu has become the doorman in Patala where the king Mahabali was a king. Now in Vaikunta, Lord Vishnu was missing. So where is Vaikunta? Vaikunta is a place where Lord Vishnu will stay. So there what happens? Vishnu is missing. So where has Lord Vishnu gone? Vishnu has gone to Patala because he is the doorman of King Mahabali. So Goddess Lakshmi didn't know what to do. Goddess Lakshmi is a wife of Mahavishnu. She thought of a plan and approached King Mahabali in Patala in the guise of an ordinary woman. So what is God Lakshmi planning? She is planning to approach King Mahabali and she is disguised. That is, she is disguised in the place of an ordinary woman and she is going to ask the king for alms. O generous king, my husband has gone far away. Please protect me. Hearing this, Mahabali gave protection to her. On the full moon day of holy Shravana, she tied a thread of colored cotton on Bali's hand and said, "O my brother, protect me throughout my life. I am ready to fulfill your wishes. Ask whatever you want," says King Mahabali. She pointed at the doorkeeper. Now, the doorkeeper revealed himself as Mahavishnu. King Mahabali kept his promise and requested Mahavishnu to return to his abode with his consort. Mahavishnu and Mahalakshmi blessed him and returned to Vaikunta. So this is why Raksha Bandhan is celebrated on a full moon day of Shravana, and we tie a silk thread or a cotton thread that is very colorful to our brothers and ask wishes for them. Isn't it? So did you know how is Raksha Bandhan celebrated and for what purpose? Yes. All the brothers are being tied Rakhi by their sisters and the brothers assure them that they will protect them until their lifetime. Yes? So did you understand the meaning of Raksha Bandhan, children? Yes? Okay. So now there are question and answers here. You can go through the question and answers and do your activity. So here we have a activity that is draw and color decorate a Rakhi. So there are question and answers. You can do it by yourself, children. Go through the lesson thoroughly and get ready for your exams. Thank you.